So if you heard about AutoGPTs before, it's essentially an automatic GPT engine that can do anything you want it to do. And today we're going to talk about a bunch of different AutoGPTs. There's more popping up. Obviously, this is very new, but we'll also take a look into the future of how this can potentially turn into AGI, or where humans, or basically robots, can do the same thing that humans can do, right? So the thread here comes from Nathan Lands, and it's such an amazing thread, and we're gonna go through it right now. Thought Q1 was crazy. It's about to get even crazier with AutoGPTs. Google is in big trouble. Here's why. With GPT-5 expected to complete training in December, it seemed progress might slow, giving Google, Apple, and others a chance to catch up. But now, thanks to indie hackers and a VC that can't code, a whole new world of experimentation and progress has opened up. A few days ago, I read this sweet thread from Yuhei. We're gonna talk a lot about him in a minute. A VC based in Seattle. He has created an experimental AI founder that can do tasks on its own called Baby AGI. Now we're gonna go through that in a minute. I talked with him yesterday on a video chat and learned a lot. So this is the thread that he's talking about, and we're gonna read all of it as soon. I feel like I'm saying, in a minute, I'm gonna show you this and that. Let's keep going with the thread. It's such an amazing thread. His story is incredible. He went from idea to code, from code to paper, paper to viral tweet thread, thread to open source project on GitHub. All in 3 days without being able to code. All created with AI. It just goes to show, there's a will, there's a way, right? He fired up Replit and discussed the idea with GPT-4, and then fed it documentation from LangChain AI and Pinecode. It then created some code which he pasted into Replit. The code had a few errors. He just kept giving the code to GPT to debug until it worked. Then had it create a paper for him. Then a tweet thread based on the paper, and mind blown, right? So again, it comes to show that you can do whatever you want in this world. Even now, coding, which is this complete foreign language that a lot of us, me included, I've never learned how to code anything other than basic Java and HTML, a little CSS, but that's about it, like super beginner level. And now you can create your own AutoGPT, one of the most powerful softwares. I'm saying this as a little too much maybe, but it might be one of the most advanced and most powerful softwares that you can ever code. Was done by somebody that had no idea how to code. It's absolutely crazy, right? So check out this AI generated diagram illustrating the process. One, GPT-4 acts as a task manager, keeping track of, let me actually zoom out for you guys. So you have the user provide objective and task. Then we complete the task, send task result, add new task, and 5 prioritize task and clean task list. So one, again, acts as a task manager, keeping track of all tasks and priorities, while another GPT-4 serves as a task creator. A third GPT-4 executes the task with results saved in memory. So it also has a short and long-term memory here. This is obviously crazy that you get multiple different GPTs to work together with each other. And that's where we're talking AGI. It doesn't really have to be one AI, right? It can be multiple, like these 3 that are basically double checking each other and providing tasks. And all you need to do is provide an objective and task, or we're gonna go into goals in a minute. Theoretically, this could make GPT-4 self-improve and carry out business tasks by itself. Yohei is considering using it as a VC associate for his fund. He even has it set where he can get text messages to confirm actions. I love that, right? Here's an email. Do you want me to send it? Yes. Okay, it's sent. And he's not the only one to come up with this idea. Yesterday, I discovered AutoGPT, created by Sig Gravitas. They're blowing up on GitHub. So this was actually the first one that I saw. And when I saw this, my mind was blown. And the repos on GitHub are still trending. So I just want to show you guys this. Here you can see the AutoGPT is number 3 on trending. And Yohai is Baby AGI, which is also trending. And we now got also Jarvis coming from Microsoft, which is the Hugging GPT, if you haven't heard of that one before. It also has many of the same things inside of it. Now, when we go back here, it's an amazing, amazing AI. And I actually want to test it myself, and I haven't had time to sit down and learn. You got to learn a little bit of code to execute all of this. But once you've executed it, you can start doing some incredible tasks, which I'm not going to reveal what I want to do yet, but you guys will figure that out sooner or later. Karpathy, the ex-head of Tesla AI, stated it could be the next major frontier. So if you don't know Andre, he is kind of one of the front runners of GPT-3 and GPT-4. And some people are even speculating if he was the inventor of ChatGPT as well. Now he's saying next frontier of prompt engineering, in my opinion, is AutoGPTs. One GPT call is just like one instruction on a computer. They can be strung together into programs, used to prompt to define input-output devices and tool specifics, and etc. and do basic programming, and everything a computer can do. Basically, what a human can do on the computer, this can do as well. Now, as you can see here, Andre is ex-head of Tesla AI, which now he is back again to OpenAI. And when he talked about that, people were really happy about that, and they were super excited that he's back on. He has an amazing YouTube channel as well, so check that out. Nathan says, and Altimore thinks something like this could possibly be a path to AGI. Another key point is entirely possible that the gap between GPT-4 and AGI could be bridged by a simple prompting / a bit of recursion. And there's also more people saying the exact same. Based on poll by Smokeaway, others seems to agree. I think I also put this in a video as well, that it says, can AutoGPT lead to AGI? Yes. 63%, no, 36%, right? Now, obviously, I think a lot of Twitter is a little hyped about AGI, and everybody wants AGI to be a thing. I would love to see an AGI, right? So who knows? Like, we can't base our worldview upon a poll, right? So it seems too simple to lead to AGI, but as this person, John Carmack, AGI at Keen Technologies, former CTO of Oculus VR, stated last year on Lex Fridman, AGI will likely be surprisingly simple. And that's what they found with GPT-3 compared to GPT-4 as well. That was, and it was stated in Sam Altman's podcast on Lex Fridman as well, that it was tiny, simple improvements that is the difference between GPT-3 and GPT-4. And if you tried using GPT-4, it's, in my opinion, way better, right? So what does this mean for Google and others? Nick Adobos nailed it. OpenAI might have already won. The flywheel of improvement is spinning too fast now. OpenAI has a killer culture, plus plugins, plus hacker community. And you can kind of see this. I'm reporting on this every single week, and to me, every single day there's new things happening. AGI or the AutoGPTs are just a couple of days old, and it's already going so fast. So you can see that a lot of advancement in the AI front are coming from hackers. And you call them hackers, but it's more like people that really are interested in trying to do. This is why OpenAI has already won. This is their playbook. Their flywheel is spinning and they fucking nailed this. I can't agree more, right? The way that Sam is talking about it as well. He doesn't have this big ego of, oh, I'm the best, I'm the strongest, we're winning and all that. He seems very down to earth. He seems like his head is at the right place and the culture behind it is really good as well. You can see here on this tweet. Meanwhile, based on this tweet from Rick Burton, it sounds like Google's culture is different. I know people at DeepMind, they spend more time worrying about ski trips than working. I know people at OpenAI, they're at the office until 3 a.m. multiple times a month. I know people at Google, they're more interested in their Tahoe ski lodges than grind. Culture matters, right? And of course, culture matters. I think the big difference now is Satya from Microsoft has kind of, I don't know if he is the core fire under this, but obviously Sam Altman as well is a good actor here. But Satya has, the CEO of Microsoft, he has been able to ship product after product after product using AI so fast. How is he able to move a company this large to actually ship new softwares, new products this fast? If you've been following a little bit, for the last couple of months, they've launched multiple different products using AI in the backbone of it all, right? So I think it's absolutely insane. And yeah, let's go into Google's response here. There is a beautiful podcast with CEOs. I'm just gonna read here. Pushing for regulation. It thinks it's a move to slow things down, right? Sundar is saying AI needs to be regulated instead of saying, give me time to catch up. And they kind of, they're not leading this. They're not doing so well. And I completely understand why, yeah, it makes sense to push the regulation button and, hey, stop this thing. We don't want you guys to go too fast. But it's already going too fast in my opinion. And it doesn't seem like many other countries. We got Italy last week saying that, oh, we're going to put a ban, we're going to put a pause on GPT. And it's also rumored that Germany might do the same, but I definitely don't think so, right? Everybody wants better health, better work, and everything like that. And pushing out products that are really bad in comparison to ChatGPT, but claiming that is on purpose, as noted by Bucko Capital Guy. Laugh out loud response from Pikai defending why Google Bard sucks. We clearly have more capable models. What? You released the bad one first? I would have released the good one first. Can I be Google CEO now? So Sundar, he was talking in this Hard Fork podcast in the New York Times. I would definitely recommend listening to it. You don't hear Sundar talk that much or very often at all. And it was very fascinating to listen to him speak about this. So he basically said, we clearly have more capable models. And pretty soon, perhaps as this podcast goes live, we'll be upgrading Bard to some of our more capable Palm models, which will bring more capabilities. Be it in reasoning, coding, it can answer math questions better. So you will see progress over the course of next week. I think one of the bigger things with the difference between Google and between everybody else in this space is the willingness to be open. Now with GPT-4, it's not open source. You can't look through the code, and I understand they want to hide a little bit of what they're doing, but they're giving APIs, they're giving tools and things to say, hey, try this and use it. We really want to see what's happening and what you guys can use this for. Google is increasingly full of ads and bad content, and its problem will worsen as people mass produce AI content. When ChatGPT solves the confident bullshit problem, it will probably rarely use Google. And I completely understand that. I don't even trust Google anymore as a person that used ChatGPT a lot. And also even before that, I was like, it's only gonna be based upon the algorithm, and I also have to scroll a bunch. And also talking about if they didn't have YouTube, it says, and Google is in big trouble if they didn't have YouTube. I've even say they might be screwed. And I completely understand that, and I'm very grateful for YouTube. YouTube as a platform has been amazing, and it's still the top tier social network that they pay out millions to, even billions to creators just like myself to produce content like this, which is insane, right? It's not the same with TikTok. TikTok doesn't pay anything. Other platforms as well don't pay anything. Like Snapchat is one of the better payers now, which I don't use Snapchat. I don't have any need for that. As you can see, OpenAI is further ahead than people realize. As a big disclaimer, it's worth noting that some people aren't impressed with baby AGI and AutoGPTs, such as CTG Lewis. And the tech is still very experimental. 2 million impressions using the full weight of GPT-4 to generate basic math.py. Something you could do even with the ADA models last year. It's getting way too crypto in here right now. I kind of gotta agree with this. It definitely has like a kind of a bubble hype effect to it. The difference with crypto, obviously, from AI is that it doesn't solve the financial problems or the blockchain problems with security and transparency. It solves everything that a human can do. So that's not crypto. It's way, way, way more powerful in my opinion. And of course there's a hype and it's going to die down as well, but the underlying programming and software is obviously going to be way better than what we had from before. And as I create life stated based on technical definitions, we're not close to AGI, but I have a feeling by next year this will be heavily debated. This is a beautiful graph here. Demystifying AI. So AI here, we have two branches, which is the ANI, which is artificial narrow intelligence, e.g. smart speaker, self-driving car, web search, AI in farming and factories, basically single-use things, right? Then we have AGI, which is do anything a human can do. This is where we're so close to getting that to happen. AI can code, AI can do language better than, trust me, I had multiple script writers writing scripts for YouTube automation channels, and ChatGPT writes better than a lot of them. As long as you give them the best data, you give them good evidence, you give them good proof, you can make an amazing YouTube script out of ChatGPT. And obviously 10 times faster. You can't even quantify it. Now the next step to make AGI happen is you need to move this mouse and you need to be able to click on the captcha. Are you a robot? No. I'm just imagining like if you had a physical robot, and the robot is looking at a captcha and it's just like, hey Andy, come in here, I need you to click on this. And then it's just editing my YouTube video. It's like writing scripts for me. Hey, I just reached another hurdle. Can you click on this captcha for me? And then he's like, yeah, sure, I can click that for you. I was like, thanks, bro. And then he just continues making my videos. That'd be amazing. And many smart people, such as my friend Bilawal Sidhu, I hope I'm pronouncing that correct, think it's too soon to count Google out. This guy actually left Google to work on his own and be a creator on YouTube, TikTok, and building other cool things. He's great on Twitter. And so, yeah, I recommend. It's a good follow. Nathan says, and who knows, maybe they're a sleeping giant and they'll respond in a way that shocks and awes, but I'll believe it when I see it. Here's the link to Baby AGI and link to AutoGPT. So we're gonna take a quick look through those as well. Now, on the point of Google being a sleeping giant, of course they are. They have been working on AI for a long time and they have good models, I believe. And so we'll see how they roll things out, but they're definitely taking punches to the face. Their nose is broken. Maybe they got an arm that's like all the way back there and they got to put it back in again, because OpenAI is just hitting hard. Microsoft is just relentlessly punching Google fast and hard and shipping products. And so how can they dig themselves out of this, grave? We'll see, and we'll hopefully find out. Now, there's a very funny picture here that I just got to show you. Google, it's kind of ridiculous, but it's perfect, right? So I'm trying both of these today. I'll be sharing what I learned along. He's talking about AutoGPT and the other one as well, the Baby GPT. I learned a way attempting to automate parts of my business or creating new business units. So yeah, if you like this thread, follow Nathan Lands here. Such an amazing thread. And I hope that we get an update as well of what he learned, right? Did you know that this is part of a podcast and you can listen to the full extended episode in the link in the description, or just click on this video right here. Peace.